Everyone, thanks so much for staying with us at 4:30. I'm Trishna Begum.
I'm Solomon Syed. The Environmental Protection Agency releasing new health advisories lowering the amount of acceptable PFAS chemicals in your drinking water.
News 10 ABC's Capitol correspondent Jamie DeLine says that advisory is prompting calls for New York to do the same.
PFOA and PFOS are members of the PFAS family, known as forever chemicals that may cause health problems.
From nonstick pans to clothing to food packaging, PFAS are everywhere. And that's why most Americans already have PFAS in their blood, which is very concerning. And too many of them also have PFAS in their drinking water.
Here in New York State, the contaminants have been found in the drinking water of some communities in the capital region, prompting the state to lower the contaminant threshold to well below the Environmental Protection Agency's health advisory level of 70 parts per trillion. Now the EPA has lowered it even more to less than 1 part per trillion.
New York allows, 10 parts per trillion of these chemicals in our water. That's 10 times higher than the level that EPA says is safe.
Environmental Advocates New York wants the state to further lower its threshold.
Whenever these chemicals are detected in drinking water, there's a risk to public health, and they should be removed from the drinking water. And that's why we've been advocating for Governor Hochul and her Department of Health to reevaluate where New York is at with PFAS based on this new science, and to say now is the time to make New York a national leader on PFAS and to strengthen our standards for these toxic chemicals in drinking water.
In a joint statement, the State Department of Environmental Conservation and the Department of Health saying in part, quote, DOH and DEC are evaluating U.S. EPA's new health advisory guidance for PFAS contaminants and how it will complement New York's nation-leading, rigorous, and enforceable drinking water standard. The EPA is expected to release its proposed standards later this year. Reporting in Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.
And Jamie also found out that the EPA is also making available $1 billion in grant funding for states to help disadvantaged and small communities tackle PFAS contamination. Be sure to stay with News 10.